are many people in history that helped form California. I am one of them. My name is Biddy Mason, but people call me Biddy. I live my life always trying to help others. I'll tell you how I went from being a slave to a free person, and why I always felt the need to help people. I was born into slavery in Georgia on August 15, 1880. As a slave, I had no formal education. We were not taught to read and write, but taught a special skill or craft that could help our owners. I learned about herbal medicines and midwifery from other slave-holding boys. I became highly thought of and well regarded as a talented midwife. I was owned by a man named Robert Marion Smith. When I was a young adult, Mr. Smith moved us to San Bernardino, California. I met some freebacks in San Bernardino. They told me slavery was not allowed in California. When Mr. Smith found out about this, he planned on moving everyone to Texas where slavery was still allowed. My family wanted to stay in California. I fought Mr. Smith in court to win our freedom. A judge granted my family and me our freedom in 1860. After I was freed, I worked as a midwife and nurse in California. I also spent time volunteering in hospitals and prisons, helping the sick and needy. I was a good nurse and was able to save my money very well. After 10 years in California, I had enough money saved to buy my first home. I was one of the first Black people in Los Angeles to own land. Through my smart business decisions and frugal saving, I was able to build a fortune worth almost $300,000 in my lifetime. I lived a hard life for many years. During my later life, I was able to provide well for my family and do a lot of good for many people. I founded the first AME church. I always gave generously to food banks and local charities. I died on January 15, 1891. I was buried in a cemetery in Los Angeles, and a memorial was built on the first piece of land I bought to honor me in downtown LA. I am sometimes quoted as saying, if you hold your hand closed, nothing good can come in. But the open hand is blessed, for it gives abundance even as it receives. And that was how I lived there.